Okay, let's talk about somebody else who just seems to be picking a fight for the sake of picking a fight. Your man Kanye West.
Yeah.
Kanye went on a Twitter rant and okay, first and foremost, please tell me you see him walking around with
With the
these
Nazi
swastika
shirt?
shirts.
Yeah, the swastika shirt, yeah.
Yo, dude.
Yeah.
What do you think that is about?
Bear with me. I'm gonna go deep into Kanye's realm, I think. Like, do I think he's a genius? Musically, if you want to call him a musical genius, yeah, but what if this whole thing he's doing, he's using the whole, to gain attention, the whole Nazi thing, swastika to gain attention, but maybe it's he's not regaining ownership, but the original symbol, the swastika, was never like bad to begin with. The swastika has been around for many generations before Hitler was even thought of. Before Hitler was in a nutsack, the swastika has been around. And it was always used for like a symbol of peace, love, completion. Yeah, it was never used for a symbol of violence. So I don't know, that's maybe Kanye could be going that route and being like, hey, this is not even a bad thing. There's a lot of cultures, India, Pakistan, Native American. They've used the swastika for a while. It's been a thing, so maybe he's taking that approach. Or maybe he's just really nutty and is just trying to get attention, which is what Kanye does. He just likes to get attention. That's what makes these people get money. That's what gives them money. That's what makes them money. Whether it's good or, who made that quote? I forget who it was. Whether it's good media, good publicity, or bad publicity, it doesn't matter. Publicity is all good publicity. It could be that too. Could be that too. But I also think he's a weirdo, so.
No, he's definitely, you know, this is just Sean's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are watching
a mental health crisis.
A mental health crisis in front of our eyes. Real talk.
Yeah.
I was talking to Ray Benzino and I told him the same thing. I truly believe that this is what mental illness that is diagnosed but untreated looks like. We're watching it.
You know what's even crazier is the fact that we can watch it. And it's called entertainment.
Ooh.
That's what's even crazier.
Ooh.
So what's the real mental illness? The people that consume it and stand by and do nothing but just call it entertainment? I think it takes a mentally ill person to do that. Or, you know, I think deep down, we all have mental issues. No one's got it all figured out. No one's all perfect. We just hide it, mask it, and whatever's considered the best way of hiding it becomes the norm, or whatever is the norm, the normal way of hiding a mental illness that we all probably have. Yeah, it becomes normal. But yeah, the fact that we can witness it, call it entertainment, is sick if you think about it. Yeah, but it is a mental illness untreated. I didn't think of it from that perspective on his end. Initially, yeah.
No, that's what I truly in my heart believe. But I also want to touch on something you said, because you spoke about the swastika and its origins. And possibly he could be using it in a way that is expresses of love and peace and unity. But by his own words, he said, I love Hitler. I'm a Nazi. So that blows that theory right out the water, Nick.
I didn't know he said all that. My bad. Hold on.
He said it in no uncertain terms. I love Hitler. I'm a Nazi. He even said,
he said
I'm
that.
A racist.
Really?
He actually said that.
Wow.
I'm a racist. Stereotypes exist for a reason, and they all be true. This is why I say this dude is literally
an
untreated mentally ill
Yeah,
patient
yeah.
that just happens to be famous.
That's wild. That's crazy.
Who would say something like that?
But here's the thing. Why doesn't he, like, there's nobody around him that's not a yes man?
You know, I've worked with a lot of people who were highly influential, celebrities, more money than you can count.
Uh-huh.
Those people tend to keep people around them who will not give them truth.
Mm-hmm.
And people want to keep their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
People want, it's addictive for people to stand next to famous people and say, I know X. I have access to X.
Uh-huh.
So you can call them yes men, you can call them whatever.
They want to keep a
just
job.
as you can buy, everybody got a price, bro.
Yeah.
You said it earlier in our conversation. Just as you can go to the store and buy eggs, I can buy a bunch of people who think just like me, and if they don't think like me, I can buy their silence and just use their services, period.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that he has quote unquote yes men around him. He just got people who love the check that they're getting. They love the access that they have. I travel first class. I see the world. And if all it requires is me looking the other way in my silence and letting this dude be as crazy and as Looney Tune as he want to be, that's on him.
You know what's crazy though? Like, that you can be so rich and make it that big and successful and still have no friends. That's wild.
That's wild.
Lonely. That's a lot on us. It's a lonely place to be.
You know, but I'll go one better for you. That is the reality in most cases.
Yeah.
There are so many folks, you know, and that's why that saying, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it.
Yep.
They don't say it's lonely at the top for a reason.
Yep.
That's one of the realest things ever said. These dudes, these women, they get to the top of the world, but they by themselves.
Yeah.
They don't have real friends. They don't have real people who will sit and, let's just have a drink, reminisce, talk about the old days, talk about these chicks, whatever it might be. It is, I got people who work for me. I got people who provide service for me. But I'm really all alone in this thing.
Yeah.
And it's a lonely place to be, bro.
I'm good. And the fact is, like, a lot of people fight to get to that position.
Yes.
A lot of people fight to be lonely. It's crazy when you think about it. We fight to be lonely. Damn.
Fight to be lonely. And that's a heavy statement right there. But it's the God's honest truth.